We're going to begin this morning with the latest on that deadly midair collision in Washington.
We are covering this story from all angles. First, we're going to go to NBC News senior correspondent Tom Costello.
What else are we learning in the investigation so far, understanding it's young?
Sources are telling us they are. This is a major breaking story, and new information is coming at us constantly. So often in these crashes, it comes down to a chain of events. They are still working to recover bodies and bring up the remains of both aircraft. I'm mostly focused on the investigation. The first thing you're looking for when you come to a breaking news story are the basics. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Is it surprising to you that they could have lost awareness of what their altitude was? Don't jump to conclusions based on the early reports, based on police scanner activity, based on what other people are reporting. You pick up the phone and you call people that you know are going to give you that information. To our knowledge, to your knowledge, this was not a practice mission. You call people at the agency, the FAA, the NTSB, could be the CDC, calling the appropriate people who you know have the facts straight, or if they don't, they're going to say, I don't know, let's look into it. We don't jump on the air with something unless it is the highest possible source that you know is absolutely solid. We have aviation experts who we have vetted. I understand you have flown in and around DC airspace. Can you give us a sense of the unique challenges here? I have spent a lot of time over my career also interviewing the victims' families. It is heartbreaking. I often find that they come to us, that they want to talk, or that they are anxious and eager to tell the world about their family member or their friend and put a human face on it. You have to try to keep your emotions in check, because my purpose is to provide as much accurate and factual information as possible and allow the parents and the families the dignity and the right to express emotion if they want to. I don't want to steal that from them.
Tom, are you doing 2:30 call or are you doing 2:30 briefing?
Let's call the nightly call.
Jay's calling you right now. So there was a lot to juggle. We have had to hit almost every single hour.
Without Gary, I'm nothing.
I'm here to help with several extra phones.
We have it.
We have it already?
Giannis didn't his piece this morning.
I didn't even hear that, okay. So it's 5:20 p.m. right now. We go on the air for NBC Nightly News at 6:30, but the last NTSB news conference is supposed to start at 5:30? I bet it's late. So I've already had to write an entire script, leaving holes to plug in for whatever the NTSB says.
So let's look for that soundbite, 1746.
I have an idea of what they're going to say because I've been talking to them off the record all day, but I don't know for sure. So we've got to be prepared to, at the very last minute, change the script, change our approach to the story based on whatever headlines come out of this news conference. He's going to put a little bit of a jacket over my head to cover up and help mute the sound or muffle the sound. Here we go for tracking for Nightly News 3, 2, and 1. With thick fog hanging over the Potomac. You've got to be in your head constantly thinking about the organization of your script, of what you're going to say on the newscast, and prioritize it as you go. Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington. For today, Tom Costello, NBC News, Washington. End of track. So throughout the day, I'm triaging in my head the order of the story. What's most important? What is the headline based on the best video or the best information? And how do I tell that in a concise, powerful manner? I need to jump off because this news conference is starting.
Our job is to come out with the probable cause, but then more importantly, make recommendations so that this type of tragedy never occurs again.
Do we have any retracts? We're going to slip the soundbite in at the top and the bottom. What did you guys decide? Did you have them or do I need to pick them?
This is called the last minute rush to the live shot. We've got about 11 minutes to go. No. It's up to him at this point. He's crashing. Do me a favor, email me the script. I don't have it with me, okay?
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening once again from Washington, where the NTSB has just released an update. Let's start tonight with Tom Costello.
With thick fog hanging over the Potomac River, the black boxes from the regional jet and the Black Hawk helicopter are now at the NTSB lab in D.C.
Our job is to just come out with the probable cause.
And Tom, when are we going to find out what they have learned from those planes' black boxes?
Yeah, the NTSB hopes to get a readout tomorrow, but it is now saying it will probably not share that information publicly, at least not right away, Lester. By the skin of our teeth.
Yay!
I've never felt like I needed to be necessarily the first if I wasn't absolutely convinced I had the facts right. I want to be first if I can be, but I really don't want to be wrong.